Admiral Kithara's mandibles clicked, nervously as she stared at the tactical display aboard the Zephyrian flagship Dominations. Edge. The holographic battlefield showed what should have been their moment of ultimate triumph. 200,000 human warships, trapped in the Kepler 442 system with nowhere to run. Scans confirm it, Admiral, her tactical officer reported, his voice trembling with excitement. The entire Terran defense fleet, every last ship humanity could muster. They're completely surrounded by our forces. For 3 years, the Zephyrian Empire had systematically dismantled human colonies across the Outer Rim. Humanity had proven surprisingly resilient for such a young species, but their fate was sealed the moment they refused to submit to Zephyrian rule. Today would mark the end of their rebellion. Begin the final assault, Kithara commanded, her forearms spreading wide in a gesture of dominance. Leave no human vessel intact. Let this be the message we send to any species that dares defy the Empire. The Zephyrian Armada, over 500,000 ships strong, began their coordinated attack. Energy beams lanced across space, missile salvos streaked toward their targets, and plasma cannons charged to full power. But then something impossible happened. One by one, the human ships simply disappeared, not destroyed. Not retreating, they vanished without a trace, leaving empty space where moments before had been the largest gathering of human military might in their species' history. What? Kithara's words died in her throat. Her secondary hearts began racing as the tactical display updated. Empty space, all of it. 200,000 human warships had simply ceased to exist. Sensor malfunction, she barked. Run full diagnostics! Admiral, the sensor operator's voice cracked. All systems are functioning normally. The human fleet is gone. Across the bridge, Zephyrian officers exchanged confused glances. In their long history of conquest, they had never encountered anything like this. Species fought, species surrendered, species died. They didn't simply vanish into nothingness. Search the system, Kithara ordered. Every asteroid, every moon, every debris field. They must be hiding somewhere. For 6 hours, the Zephyrian fleet scoured Kepler 442. They found nothing. It was as if 200,000 ships and their crews had been erased from existence. Then the emergency transmission came through. Admiral Kithara. The panicked voice of High Command crackled through the comm system. You must return to Zephyr Prime immediately. We're under attack. Impossible, Kithara replied. All human forces are accounted for. We just witnessed. Admiral, the voice interrupted, rising to near hysteria. There are 200,000 human warships in orbit above our homeworld. They appeared from nowhere. They're demanding our immediate and unconditional surrender. The bridge fell silent. Kithara's compound eyes widened as the implications hit her. Somehow, impossibly, the humans had transported their entire fleet across hundreds of light years in mere hours. No known technology could accomplish such a feat. How long until we can reach Zephyr Prime? She asked quietly. At maximum burn, 18 hours, Admiral. 18 hours. Whatever the humans were planning, it would be over long before the Zephyrian fleet could return to defend their homeworld. Another transmission arrived, this one on an open channel. A human voice, calm and measured. People of the Zephyrian Empire, this is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Terran Defense Fleet. Your forces attacked our colonies. You murdered our civilians. You believed us weak because we are young. You were mistaken. The transmission switched to a visual feed. Kithara watched in stunned silence as the camera panned across the space above Zephyr Prime. There they were. 200,000 human vessels arranged in perfect formation, their weapons trained on the planet below. Ships that had been in the Kepler 442 system less than 7 hours ago. We could glass your world, Admiral Chen continued. Every city, every military installation, every trace of your civilization could be reduced to atomic particles within minutes. But we are not you. We do not wage war against civilians. The camera focused on Chen herself, a middle-aged human woman with graying hair and eyes that held the weight of command. Instead, we offer terms. Withdraw from all human territories. Release all prisoners. Pay reparations for the colonies you destroyed. Do this and your world survives. Refuse, and we will demonstrate why humanity has thrived despite every attempt to destroy us. Kithara's hands shook as she realized the trap they had walked into. The humans hadn't been fleeing to Kepler 442. They had been drawing the Zephyrian fleet away from their homeworld. The Vanishing Act wasn't retreat. It was the opening move in a strategy so audacious, so impossible, that no military mind could have predicted it. "Admiral," her communications officer reported, "High Command is requesting your recommendations." Kathara stared at the tactical display showing empty space where 200,000 human ships had been moments before. Then she looked at the incoming feeds from Zephyr Prime, where those same ships now held her entire species hostage. Humanity had just rewritten the rules of warfare itself. "Send a message to High Command," she said finally, her voice barely above a whisper. Tell them we accept the human terms." As the Zephyrian fleet began its long journey home to witness their empire's surrender, one question echoed through every mind aboard every ship. How had humanity, a species barely 3 centuries into their space age, developed technology that rendered distance itself meaningless? The answer would reshape the galaxy's understanding of what it meant to underestimate the resourcefulness of humans. For in their darkest hour, when faced with extinction, humanity had done what they always did best. They had adapted. They had innovated, and they had reminded the universe why a species capable of splitting atoms and folding space-time should never be cornered. The age of Zephyrian dominance was over. The age of humanity had begun,